Welcome back to PureCodeTech. We are to continue from the last episode. We had created these views: the create, the blade, the edit, the index, the blade, the show. So we are going to start from our index page, the index view. I'm going to say hello. In that case, we want to display it in the browser. For now, we still have the default homepage for Laravel. To display this in our browser, come to our routes, web.php, and we create a route for it. So we shall say route get, which is a static method or function. We're going to get slash student slash students slash students an array. So from the student controller class, and we are going to use a function. So among the functions that we have what we call the index function. So let us use this index function to return a view, and our view is going to be of index. When we come back, our web.php, our function that we've used to return that view is called index. Terminate. So if I come to my browser and slash students. So with that, I get our view called the index view. So I get this view called index. In that case, we can design something. Let us design a table that is going to contain the students. We can link with our Bootstrap. So we can come to the Bootstrap 5. Copy this link, come back here, paste it there. So we have that. After having that, let us start designing. We can give this a background color that is light. Class background color that is light. We can create a container that has a margin top of 5. In this container, we can create a div in it. Can create a div that is going to be a card. Our card will have a shadow. Padding of 4. So now card you can have heading like heading 2 called student list. So with that, we so far have something like this. That is what we have. In that case, we can now have our table. So we shall create a table. Inside the table, we can create a table head, and we can also create a table body. Inside the table head, we are to have a table row. Our table row will have table headings, and these are going, remember, we shall retrieve ID, name, email, course, age, then actions. So those are six. I can set times 6 and have something like that. We will want, or we need a name. We also want email. We also want courses, their courses. Also want their age. We also want the actions. So with that, if I come back to our browser, I have something like that: ID, name, and that. So in a table body, you can also have a table row. Table body can have a table row inside it. Our table row, we shall have what we call table data. So let me also do the same, times 6 times 6. So I have something like that. So for now, we can write just demo data, like one, the name is going to be pure code. The email is going to be purecode at gmail.com. The course is going to be Laravel. The age, let's put like 12. Then with the actions, we can have 3 of them. We can have 3 anchors. And in that case, we shall have the view. We shall also have the edit. Lastly, the delete. So if I come back to our browser and make a refresh, we have something like that. So we can try to beautify it. We can add some class names. In this case, like can title, beautify the title, and give it a color of text primary, which is blue primary. We can also give it a margin bottom of 3. So if I come back here and refresh, we have that. We can now, we shall also have an anchor here. Can even create an anchor here. And this one will have add student, add a student. So this will be a button. So I can say class, say button, give it a color like button, success, or yes, success, and a margin bottom of 3. Come back here, I refresh, have something like that. A button is like that for adding a student. We can also have some designs on our table. Table can have a class of table. We want a border, so you can say table bordered. We come back here and refresh. That is how the table looks like. I think that is okay. We don't need a lot of designs in our code. So we have our index page. So this index page overview, this page is going to display details from the database. They are going to come from the students table and they are going to be displayed here. So for now, we still have the demo data. In this video, we are going to look at how we'll save or store the data or send the data that will appear in this table. So in that case, whenever someone clicks on the ad, that person should be directed to the form for adding a student or student data. In this tutorial, let us look at how we are going to store that data. When we come back to our project, we are done with the index, and now whenever you want to store data, or when you want to store data, we are going to use the create.blade. So the create.blade is going to have our form for storing the data. So let's begin. We said if we want to display it in our browser, we first create a route for it, and the route is going to use a controller. Now we have a student controller. In a student controller, we have the index function that returns a view for index. So we can use this create to return the view for the create. So I would say return view, and our view is going to be the create we terminate. So we come back to our routes, web.php, and we create a route. So we're going to write route function, which is a get, and in this case slash students slash create, and then from the student controller class, and now we are going to use the create function. If I hold control and click on the create, they will take me where it is. So this create function is responsible for returning a view called the create. So in case in this scenario, since we now have our create, can even give it a name. So we can say name, and we give it a name of student dot create. So if we come back here and slash create, we shall now have a blank page. It has now directed us to this page, the create, which is still empty. In this series, we are going to continue with creating our add students page, the create.blade.php. So let's begin. We shall add the link for Bootstrap. Add link for Bootstrap. Come back here, copy it, back. We can paste it there. Now let's design a form for adding a student. So we can give our body a background color, flight. We can add a container with a margin top of 5. We can create another div that can have our card. So the card, we want a card. Remember, this is Bootstrap. And in that card, you may want a shadow in it, shadow and a padding of 4. And so we can have our heading. Our heading saying add new student. So if I save and come back here, refresh, we have something like that. Yes, we are coming. Our page is coming. Okay, we can now start our form. So our form, just design our form. So we can create divs for each input section. So we can create a div, and in that div we can have our input type, which will be of text, and this is going to we can first give this a design class. Can say margin bottom of 3, and can also give this a class of form control. From control, give it a label. So our label is going to be name according to the values that we want. Just check what do we want. This scenario, if we come back to our migration, we want the name, we want the email, we want the course, and the age. So come back here. So here we'll put the name. If I save, come back here, refresh, have something like that. Have that name. Can also add another one for the email. So I can even copy this one, copy it, paste it down, change from name to email, from name to email. So this is going to be name. I come back here and refresh, have our email. So we also want a course. So you can come on this very one, can include a course there. So you can say course, and here is also going to receive course. We can have our age. Can have our age. So with our age, in this case, this type is going to be a number. This is a number, type number. Then for email, type is still email, not text. Email, something like that. And number, and then we change the name to age. After that, we can have our button that is going to send. So our button can say save student. Save student. Can design it. So we call a class button success. Something like that. So if we come back to see what we have so far, this is what we have, and for now it's not doing anything. It is just like this. So it is showing that it will send the name, email, course, and age. So this is a form that we have. So whatever we submit here is what they are going to put in our table that we created. So let us continue with our page. Let's continue. So now, since we now have the page, we are going to work on our controller for sending data or for storing data in our database. In that case, let's meet in the next series.